Hey guys, what's up? Today we'll be doing finally the Warsouls video that you guys have been waiting on. And I do want to start this off saying that basically everyone doesn't really agree. There's like the main thing that people agree on, that Bully's really good, but besides that, it's like very opinionated people. It depends on what your lineup is, because every partner basically uses a different Warsoul that's really good on them. So it's very subjective and situational what is very god tier for World Souls. It just depends on your team. With that out of the way, I'm going to be stating a bit of good information about it, and then I'll be talking about later on in the video basically what partners are really good with what. First, the only red Sage World Souls is Gaze, Motivation, Prayer, and Berserk. Now, red Warsouls give you like 100k more power than yellow ones do, and it's just one of them. So if you have an entire like Warsoul collection of red, you'll be getting like 1,000,000 more power than the normal one. The problem is that all of the ones that only get reds are like not that good. Berserk is pretty bad, Prayer is pretty bad, Gaze is okay, and Motivation is it's good in situational builds. A lot of people are upset, like, a lot of people are saying that they want Bully for red, like, I want Bully for red. Guardian's really good, I want that, or Intimidation, but they're just giving us only these. I think it's because they're unstackable, so that's, I guess, what balances them out. The late game for Warsouls have not been established yet, so for all I know, it could be that basically red is the only thing that you're going to want to go late game. But I don't know, it's just that you get a lot more power, but the stats they give you are not as good as the stats that other ones give you. Now, there are 3 Warsouls that are pretty much essential that you're going to want to have on your people no matter what. You're going to want either Guardian, Bully, Intimidation. Intimidation is extremely good. Bully's like probably my favorite Warsoul altogether. The fact that you just get 300% more damage from them just being burned, poisoned, or bleeding, it does insane wonders. And Guardian is really good on frontliners because it gives you dodge, and it is especially really good on people like Shisui or Minato. It is really, really good on Minato. If you have a Minato, you're going to want to put Guardian on that pretty much no matter what. You don't really want anyone else, any other Warsoul on Minato but Guardian. Then, of course, you're going to want Bully on your hero just so you get that really good damage. Then you can put Intimidation. I have it on my Itachi. It's pretty good on Itachi, and I would have put Intimidation on like your like backline, you're like really strong, that does a lot of damage behind them. So like Jiraiya or Itachi or anyone that basically is range that does a good amount of damage. A lot of people like to argue that Unyielding is very important too, but Unyielding and Thorns are very situational. You only want Unyielding on people who get low and heal back up a lot. And then Thorns is really good on people who already have damage reflection, like Obito. Thorns is really good on Obito. Thorns is good on Edo Itachi. Anyone who does good damage reflection and gets low a lot, like how Obito basically gets low immediately every time games start because he makes it so he takes more damage so that he does more damage reflection. So Thorns and Unyielding are pretty like average. They're like mid-tier. Then there's other things that are like really bad. Like there's Prayer, Meditation, and like Student. All those are like really bad. Prayer could be used, I guess, for PvE, but the thing is with PvE, there's other things that are way better. Like Unyielding is really good for PvE. Prayer really is not. Meditation is kind of bad. I used to like it a bit. I like that it gives you dodge, but the fact that if it doesn't basically clear all the debuffs for your whole team kind of ruins it. All the other ones do things for your entire team, and this one just does it for the one that has it on them. So Meditation's a little bit worse than like all the others. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the partners and the synergy they have with Warsouls. And then after, I'm going to talk about the new game mode and basically tips on how to get farther on that. Sage Jiraiya is probably one of the best SS partners altogether now because the fact that his auto attacks make you bleed and they burn you, and all his moves pretty much burn you and bleed you. So because of that, Bully is insane with him, but you don't want to put Bully on him, you want to put Bully on your hero, like I said. I would honestly say you put Intimidation on Sage Jiraiya because the fact that he's a little range and he does good damage, and that'll help him out quite a bit. And then he already does all the bleed and burn that you need for when your hero does it, especially if you have Obito with that, then you have even more burn damage. That will make your hero do so much damage that will be insane. That is a very good lineup, and I wish I have Sage Jiraiya, but I don't, and it's kind of upsetting. He would be like the god team if I got him. I'm just going to talk about like basically the really good people a little bit more, like Pain. Yeah, of course, Pain would want Intimidation. Tsunade would probably want either Guardian or Motivation. I think Motivation would be good on her, just for the fact that it makes it so all allies, like they increase all their damage by 15%. Sadly, it is unstackable, but it also gives her HP, so she survives more. And then, like I said before, Itachi's really good with Intimidation also. Now, after talking about that for a while, I'm going to talk about the new game mode, Mount Mobuku, how the fuck you say. That's the easy thing to do. All is just you can use your team. Then fire, wind, lightning, earth, and water, you're going to want to have that at least 60. Now, to go further, it will be really hard because you need all of that element. So you wouldn't really be able to use like your really strong lineup. You have to inherit, and that's really hard to do. It's not like hard to do, but it's annoying, and a lot of people don't do it. So just get it to like stage 60, all of them, then you'll get some good loot out of your 24-hour chest. Of course, you want to let that wait until the full 24 hours. And then the fast income, you want to do your free one for the day, and if you really want to spend gold, you can do it once or twice also. And then finally, a really good tip about this is if you're ever fighting a Minato, always do it, because Minato is like broken in this game mode, and he can't move at all. All he does is T-pose, and then he doesn't even attack. He just sits there T-posing the whole time. It's really funny, so it's like a 4v3 instead. You don't even have to fight the Minato, so it's pretty helpful. So to basically recap, you're going to want to have Intimidation, Bully, and Guardian on your team, basically no matter what. Then the last two are going to be situational based off what your partner is. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day, and goodbye.